So number one rule of investing in Virgin Galactic is you do not touch the stock, you do not check the stock, you do not look at the price until at least Q1 of 2026, because until then nothing will happen with the company. And this is not a bad thing. This is actually a pretty good piece of news that we got from Q1 earnings call. So we will talk about this in this video. In this video, by the end of the video, I would like to kind of make a strategy for those of you who invested in the stock in 2021, 2022. We will talk about that. We will talk about financial, of course, but let's begin with what had happened with the stock, because the stock jumped around 80% by the time Q1 earnings came out and Q1 call came out. So what had happened? Basically, the management of the company reaffirmed their plans for 2026 and kind of said that everything goes according to plan, which again is not trivial, because we know a lot of incidents where the management of Virgin Galactic has postponed or delayed all the plans that they have. In addition, they said that the investment in capital expenses are kind of behind us and it's going to be less and less and less. So it looks like the company will make it until at least the part when they start getting the revenue. And one more crazy thing which you have to know about the stock, again, we will talk about this in kind of the middle of the video. Hello and welcome to the Market Monkey channel. My name is Vadim. Today we are talking about Virgin Galactic and a piece of trivia for you guys. So if you're looking at all of the people in the world, which person did the most damage to the Virgin Galactic revenues in 2026? So those of you who answered Katy Perry, you are exactly right, because all of this, are we allowed to say show? No. So all of this thing which kind of happened in the last couple of weeks with Blue Origin flights and all this, I don't know, weird show which we saw on social media, all the reactions that were made after that, they are hurting this space travel brand and they are hurting Virgin Galactic, because let's kind of think about who are the people who are going to use the Virgin Galactic services. These are not even 0.1% of population. These are kind of ultra rich people, and those people, more often than not, they are highly susceptible to public opinion. These people are celebrities and politicians and CEOs, and they care about what people think. So right now, space travel is seen like this weird rich people thing and not looked at in a positive way. So the less we have incidents like that, the better it would be for Virgin Galactic and for space travel at all. So now let's go back to the company and let's talk about what had happened in Q1 earnings call. So what do we know? We know that Virgin Galactic is going to start selling tickets for their space trips in Q1 2026. That's why I said that there's going to be no revenue absolutely until then. First flights will be in Q2 and Q3 in 2026. First, there's going to be a bunch of researchers and astronauts, and then we will switch to kind of tourists, and then we will finally see revenue growth and margins and profits and some of the things which we kind of need to understand if the business is viable and if it's worth investing in business overall. So what do we as investors need to know until then? So we need to focus on a couple of things. First of all, we need to focus on cash burn, and second of all, we need to focus on cash reserves. And we are going to talk about both of these things right now. Before that, if you find this information interesting, valuable, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and you can become a member of the Market Monkeys channel. So let's begin with the cash burn. In order to see how much cash does the company burn, we need to go to the cash flow statement and to go and see net change in cash. So we can see that the company spent around $40 million this quarter. And the good news is, and this is one of the reasons why stock popped up so much. SPCE management said that major part of this cash was capex, and this was peak capex. So in Q1, Q3, Q4 this year, capex will be less and cash burn will be less as well, because kind of every investment that needed to be made into research already been made, and now they will only spend money on actually building ships. Now let's take a look at how much cash does the company have. So we can see that the total cash is around $400 $490 million, and this is quite funny, no? For a company which has a market cap of 200 million to have almost 500 million cash on its books. Actually, this is because they have around $500 million of debt on its books as well. So they have $490 million in cash, and it looks like the company will be okay with not kind of taking additional debt or diluting shares by a lot. And you will understand why I'm saying by a lot a bit later. So it means that the company will be okay at least until 2026, and we will get to see like the business model of Virgin Galactic in action. Okay, now I want to talk about two things which are not getting noticed by a lot of people, and you absolutely need to notice them and take a look at them. So first of all, take a look at total shares outstanding. As you can see, Virgin Galactic slowly but surely adds more and more shares every quarter. And you can see that in the past 5 quarters, the number of shares from 20 million increased to about 40 million. So in 5 quarters, the company kind of diluted the shareholder value in half. And you need to kind of understand this, that yes, the company slowly issues more and more shares. They do not go out with these huge public announcement that we are going to issue $2 billion worth of stock and the stock just drops. No, they are doing it slowly, and well, the stock drops down slowly as well. Second thing is short interest. So this is kind of impressive. Right now, short interest of Virgin Galactic is 26%. What does it mean? It means that every good piece of news can potentially trigger short squeeze. Good example, what had happened after Q1 announcement. They had good piece of news, like everything goes according to plan, the biggest cash burn is behind us, and looks like we're going to make it until 2026, and here's our plan. This piece of good news triggered a jump in stock by 80%. If you are a holder of Virgin Galactic stock, you need to be aware of this, that suddenly if you open the Yahoo Finance or whatever you're using and suddenly you kind of see that you have minor positive news and stock jumps by 100%, this is the reason why. Those of you who want to short Virgin Galactic stock, again, be prepared for that you can be wiped out very, very quickly with the stock. Now I promised to talk a little bit about people who held the stock of the company since 2021, 2022, when the stock was around $600, $700 until $1,000 a share. And I'm of course taking all of the splits into account. Right now it's about $3, $4 a share. So those of you who are holding stock since then, you guys kinda have nothing to lose. So in your place, I would definitely hold the stock until 2026 and see, maybe this company will become a big space tourist company and you will actually see some kind of, jump in the stock. And I'm not talking about 80%, because 80% will not going to do anything for your position. What you need to see is a jump of tens of thousands of percent, something like that. Again, chances are slim, but I think I would just use your stock as an option. So I would just take a look at your stock and decide that either you're gonna get something next year or you're just gonna get nothing, and this is pretty much what you are holding right now. Those of you who want to invest in Virgin Galactic stock, you can do that. It seems like the company has enough cash to make it to profitability and to actually be something next year. But again, think of all the things we have discussed in this video about the cash burn, about the cash dilution, about the short squeeze potential. All of these things you need to be prepared for if you are investing in the stock. If you are trading it, by all means, this stock goes up and down and short interest is huge. Go, this is the good candidate. Hopefully this was informative, this was interesting for you. If it was, drop a comment, tell me what you are planning to do with Virgin Galactic stock. How are you viewing kind of the whole strategy for this company? Thank you very much for your time. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care.